What's up, it's your boy 50. I'm out at the Floridian Golf Club. It's going down, it's the classic. You don't want to miss this.
You know what it is, man. It's DaBaby. We're at the G Unity Jim Crane Classic. Come here real quick. Let me show you something. Show you something. Yeah, you know what time it is. Let's do it.
Yeah. I was going down out here. You think we wasn't going to play golf. You see me, right? You see me. I'm getting busy. Tiger ain't got shit on me.
I know it's a snowstorm in the city. The weather's so f***ing nasty. It's dangerous out there. So it hurts my heart to let y'all know we in West Palm Beach with this. We just landed at the G Unity Jim Crane Classic. We on the golf course with this. I'm gonna hold it down for y'all. Y'all bundle up, wear coats and gloves, get some hot cocoa and some soup. Drink you some soup, because it's cold outside, all right? Cheers.
50 Cent just turned the Reserve Cup into a straight-up G-Unit reunion. And the guest list had the internet doing double takes. Cameras caught Fifth locking in with DaBaby, Slim Thug, and Bun B at his G-Unit event, instantly sparking talk of new music, surprise collabs, and old alliances moving in real time. But that wasn't even the wildest part. Out of nowhere, DJ Khaled pulls up yelling another one. And Hollywood heavyweight Mark Wahlberg steps into the mix like it's just another casual night for him. No press release. No warning. Just power moves and presence, the vibe. Billionaire energy, Texas respect, and industry chess all in one room. Fans are already reading between the lines. Is this business, music, or something bigger brewing behind the scenes? When 50 Cent links up like this, history says it's never random. One event. Too many heavy hitters. And way too much smoke for there not to be fire coming next when 50 Cent steps outside. It's rarely just for appearances. It's usually a statement. And at the Reserve Cup, that statement was loud without a single microphone. What looked like a high-end sports and culture event instantly turned into a hip-hop and business summit the moment Fifth arrived and started linking up with DaBaby, Slim Thug, and Bun B under the G-Unit banner. No stage performance. No rollout. Just presence, and that alone shifted the entire narrative of the night from the jump. The energy around 50 Cent felt intentional. This wasn't a random celebrity pop-out or a casual photo op. Sources and fans in attendance noticed how deliberate the interactions were. Fifth wasn't bouncing around the room. He was posted, locked in, talking strategy, shaking hands, and commanding attention without chasing it. That's the version of 50 Cent the industry has learned to respect the most, the mogul. Not just the rapper. The inclusion of DaBaby raised eyebrows immediately. Over the past few years, DaBaby has experienced both massive commercial success and intense public scrutiny. Seeing him side by side with 50 Cent signaled something important: alignment, whether musically or strategically. Fifth has a long history of working with artists he believes still have leverage regardless of public opinion cycles. Fans quickly pointed out that when 50 Cent chooses to associate publicly, it's usually because he sees long-term value, not short-term headlines. Then there was Slim Thug, a Houston legend whose presence added a regional stamp of approval. Slim Thug isn't just respected for his music. He's known as one of the earliest independent success stories in Southern hip-hop. His business acumen mirrors the exact blueprint 50 Cent later perfected on a larger scale. Watching the two connect felt less like nostalgia and more like mutual recognition between architects who survived different eras of the same game. And standing right there was Bun B, a name that carries heavyweight credibility across generations. Bun isn't just UGK royalty. He's a cultural bridge. When Bun B shows up, it signals respect, unity, and authenticity. Fans immediately took notice that this wasn't a random assortment of rappers. It was a calculated room filled with artists who represent longevity, influence, and survival in an industry that rarely allows all three. But the night didn't stop there. Just when people thought they had processed the G-Unit link-ups, DJ Khaled entered the picture, loud, smiling, and instantly recognizable. Khaled's presence shifted the energy from exclusive to explosive. Where 50 Cent operates quietly, Khaled thrives on visibility. Seeing the two in the same space reignited conversations about their long-standing competitive respect. They've clashed, collaborated, and coexisted in hip-hop history. And moments like this remind fans that power doesn't always need to be loud to be dominant. Then came the real curveball. Mark Wahlberg, the Hollywood heavyweight, popping out at a hip-hop-driven G-Unit event, sent social media into overdrive. Wahlberg isn't a stranger to business ventures, fitness brands, or culture crossovers, but his appearance alongside 50 Cent added another layer entirely. The two have circled similar investment spaces over the years, and seeing them together again suggested that conversations extended far beyond music. Suddenly, the Reserve Cup felt less like an event and more like a boardroom with velvet ropes. Fans online immediately began dissecting every clip, every handshake, every body position. Who was standing closest to who? Who was talking longest? Who looked like they were listening instead of speaking? In hip-hop culture, these details matter, and when 50 Cent is involved, they matter even more. His track record proves that casual link-ups often turn into serious ventures months later. What stood out most wasn't the celebrity count. It was the lack of chaos. No drama, no viral arguments, no messy headlines. Just grown men with real influence sharing space comfortably. That alone separates this moment from typical industry gatherings. It felt mature, strategic, almost quiet in a way that made it louder. The G-Unit name, hovering over the night, added another layer of symbolism. While the brand began as a rap movement, it has evolved into a mindset, ownership, leverage, and control. Seeing it associated with figures like Bun B, Slim Thug, and even Mark Wahlberg reinforced the idea that G-Unit is no longer about one sound or era. It's about positioning. And that's where the speculation truly begins. Was this just a celebration? Or the early stages of something bigger? A partnership? A media project? A sports-adjacent business move tied to the Reserve Cup itself? With 50 Cent, history says nothing is accidental. The same man who turned mixtape dominance into TV. Empires doesn't move without intention. As the night wrapped in footage continued circulating, one thing became clear. This wasn't about flexing. It was about alignment. The kind that happens when people who've already won start planning what's next. And if this was only part one of the story, the real moves may not even be visible yet by the time the Reserve Cup event was in full swing. The cameras and social media feeds were flooded with images of 50 Cent exchanging words and laughs with DaBaby, Slim Thug, Bun B, DJ Khaled, and Mark Wahlberg. To the casual observer, it might have seemed like a star-studded night of fun. But for those paying attention to hip-hop business dynamics, this was a textbook case of strategic networking at its finest. Let's start with the energy of the room. While Fif has always been known for his larger-than-life persona, there's a subtlety in his recent moves that's impossible to ignore. He's no longer just the rapper who dropped Get Rich or Die Trying. He's now a mogul who measures influence as carefully as he measures beats. Every handshake, every side conversation, every nod carries weight. DaBaby, Slim Thug, and Bun B weren't just invited. Their presence was curated. Fif understands that to dominate the current landscape, he needs allies across different sectors of music, business, and media. Take DaBaby, for instance. Despite public controversies, he remains a commercially viable force with millions of streams and a loyal fan base. By linking up with Five in a high-profile, drama-free environment, he's sending a signal that he's ready for collaboration on a larger scale, whether it's a single, a tour, or even a brand partnership. This meeting shows that both artists are exploring mutually beneficial opportunities. Fif knows the value of timing. And DaBaby is clearly someone whose next move could bring both cultural and financial impact. Then there's Slim Thug and Bun B, representing the Southern rap legacy. Their involvement adds more than nostalgia. It adds credibility and market influence. Southern hip-hop continues to dominate streaming numbers. And both Slim and Bun have remained culturally relevant by sticking to authentic representation and smart business decisions. Fifth, aligning with them is a strategic nod to maintaining cross-regional power. It's about respect, sure, but also about solidifying influence in markets that matter for music. Branding and investment opportunities. And it doesn't stop at music. DJ Khaled's appearance wasn't just about hype. It was a statement. Khaled is the king of media moments, collaborations, and strategic visibility. His presence signals potential media and marketing moves. Or, at the very least, reinforces the idea that whatever is happening isn't isolated to the music world, where 50 Cent has traditionally operated quietly behind the scenes. Khaled thrives in the spotlight. The combination of these approaches is a masterclass in balancing power and perception. Now, the wild card. Mark Wahlberg. Hollywood's presence at a hip-hop event may seem out of place. But in today's multi-industry landscape, it makes perfect sense. Wahlberg has business ventures spanning fitness, film, and consumer goods, areas where 50 Cent has experience and influence. Their meeting could hint at a joint venture, media collaboration, or even a co-investment in lifestyle brands. For observers, the takeaway is clear. The event isn't just about music or appearances. It's about cross-industry networking at an elite level. Social media played its role too. Clips of these interactions instantly went viral, with fans dissecting body language, handshakes, and camera angles. Every detail sparked speculation. Who is collaborating next? Is there a music project on the horizon? Is this a move toward new media content, business, or even live events? The frenzy is typical for 50 Cent circles, because history proves that a simple meet often becomes a multi-million-dollar opportunity down the line. Even the physical space of the Reserve Cup contributed to the narrative. It's a venue designed for luxury, exclusivity, visibility, all qualities that reinforce the significance. These meets. VIP sections. These meets. VIP sections. Controlled access and curated experiences ensured that every high-profile interaction was intentional and visible to the right audience. Fifth knows that environment equals perception. Controlling the space ensures he controls the story. Industry insiders, watching closely, have already begun reading between the lines. Fifth's approach here is not new, but it's evolved. In the past, he was known for onstage theatrics, mixtape dominance, and media stunts. Today, he leverages quiet, curated influence, aligning with the right people in the right places without needing every move broadcasted upfront. This is the growth from artist to mogul, where long-term strategy outweighs short-term buzz. The Reserve Cup also showed something critical about the power of legacy. By bringing together multiple generations, Fifth, representing the early 2000s G-Unit era, Bun B and Slim Thug representing the Southern classics, DaBaby as the current star, Khaled as the modern hype master, and Wahlberg bridging Hollywood, the event became a microcosm of influence spanning music, media, and business. It was a visual and social statement that Fifth's network isn't limited to one genre. Region or medium. Fans online continue to speculate on potential collaborations. Could we see new G-Unit music? A joint music and media project? A live tour blending hip-hop and celebrity appearances? While nothing official has been announced, the event has already achieved something equally powerful. It reminded the world that 50 Cent is still a central figure in shaping culture, business, and influence. Ultimately, Part 2 of the Reserve Cup story highlights the intentionality behind celebrity networking. It wasn't about flashing wealth or showing off star power. It was about strategic alignment, opportunity scouting, and sending messages to both the industry and fans. Fifth's moves weren't random. They were carefully calculated, signaling not just present influence, but future ventures poised to make waves across music, business, and media. The takeaway is clear. When 50 Cent curates a room like this, it's never just a party. It's a strategic blueprint for power, influence, and legacy. And the world is watching to see what comes next. as the Reserve Cup. Lights dimmed and the last flashes of paparazzi cameras faded. The ripple effects of 50 Cent's G-Unit gathering were just beginning. Fans, industry insiders, and media outlets alike were dissecting every handshake, every conversation, every cameo, trying to predict the next move. Unlike a typical night out, this event was a masterclass in influence projection, showing that Fifth's presence extends far beyond music. One of the most significant takeaways was the message of cross-generational collaboration, with Slim Thug and Bun B representing the foundations of Southern rap, DaBaby symbolizing the current mainstream, DJ Khaled embodying media dominance, and Mark Wahlberg bridging Hollywood business. The lineup wasn't random. It was a visual and strategic statement. 50 Cent's network spans eras, regions, and industries. By bringing these figures together under one roof, Fifth reinforced his position as a connector and tastemaker. The impact on social media was immediate. Clips and images from the night went viral within minutes, with fans analyzing body language, proximity, and side conversations. Each post sparked speculation about potential music collaborations, brand deals, or even investment projects. Fifth has always understood the power of perception. A well-timed appearance can generate buzz equivalent to a press release or a commercial announcement. In this case, the Reserve Cup became both an event, and a platform for signaling future opportunities without stating them outright. The strategic positioning of DJ Khaled and Mark Wahlberg also hinted at multi-industry ventures. Khaled's expertise in branding, music promotion, and media visibility complements Fifth's approach of combining entertainment with business acumen. Wahlberg's involvement adds an entertainment and lifestyle dimension, suggesting potential expansions into film, branded content, or even live experiential events. Fifth's history shows that these casual-seeming meets often lay the groundwork for multi-million-dollar projects months later. Another key aspect was the subtle demonstration of influence over narrative control. Unlike celebrity drama or staged photo ops, this gathering maintained a level of sophistication. No viral altercations, no contentious disputes, just deliberate, powerful interactions. By controlling the environment and carefully curating who was present, Fifth sent a message. He doesn't chase headlines, he shapes them. For the artists involved, benefits are equally clear. DaBaby gains mentorship and validation from a veteran mogul. Slim Thug and Bun B strengthen their influence in current cultural conversations. And Khaled and Wahlberg gain access to Fifth's unique entertainment business ecosystem. These mutual benefits highlight how strategic networking operates at the highest levels. Everyone walks away with leverage, visibility, and opportunities as speculation continues. The biggest story may not be a single project, but the long-term narrative of 50 Cent's influence, from G-Unit to business empires spanning film, television, and lifestyle brands. Fifth has consistently demonstrated the ability to evolve with culture while remaining relevant across multiple generations. The Reserve Cup gathering reinforces that trajectory. It wasn't about one night, one deal, or one photo. It was about legacy, positioning, and foresight. In conclusion, the Reserve Cup wasn't just another celebrity event. It was a deliberate showcase of power, influence, and strategy. By bringing together high-profile figures from music, media, and Hollywood, 50 Cent reminded the world why his presence matters. Every interaction, every conversation, and every cameo carried meaning. Fans and insiders alike are now left to watch, anticipate, and decode the ripple effects, knowing that whatever emerges next, it will be calculated, impactful, and unmistakably 50 Cent. The story of that night is far from over. It's only the beginning of a sequence of moves that will likely shape music, business, and media narratives for months, if not years. The Reserve Cup may be over, but the ripple effects of 50 Cent's G-Unit gathering are just beginning, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. With heavy hitters like DaBaby, Slim Thug, Bun B, DJ Khaled, and Mark Wahlberg all in the same room, the event was more than a night out. It was a strategic blueprint for influence, collaboration, and culture-shaping moves. This is your chance to stay ahead of the curve. Follow the latest updates on potential music collaborations, brand ventures, and media projects emerging from this powerhouse lineup. Get exclusive insights, behind-the-scenes content, and first looks at announcements before they hit mainstream headlines. 50 Cent has consistently proven that when he moves, it's not just entertainment, it's a lesson in business, networking, and legacy building. Don't scroll past the next big wave in hip-hop and entertainment culture. Subscribe, follow, and engage with trusted sources covering this event. Because what unfolded at the Reserve Cup is only the beginning. From G-Unit's evolution to multi-industry partnerships, the story is still being written, and you can be part of it every step of the way. Stay tuned, stay informed, and watch as 50 Cent and his allies continue to redefine influence in music and beyond.